Let's take a look at the last of the main variable types that we're going to be using. So this is going to be a string variable. So just to review, we have used an integer, which is a number with no decimal. We have used a double, which is a number with maybe a decimal. And in this one, we are going to be using a string, which is a text variable. So we're going to have some different variables. We're going to prompt the user, and then we're going to display those answers back to them. So let's list some up here. So we'll get the user's name. We'll get their favorite food. We'll get their favorite movie. And then we'll get a number. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to prompt them for their favorite name and their favorite food, and then we'll display those answers back to them. So cout, what is your name? Cin name, whoop, name. And then we're going to cout what is your favorite food? And we'll cin food. Now what we want to do is we'll display this information back to them. So cout, your name is, and we'll display the name. And then we'll cout, you like to eat, and then we'll display the food here. So I'll run the program and show you what is happening right now. What is your name? I'm going to put stardom. What is your favorite food? Potato. Okay, so it says your name is stardom, you like to eat potato. So what I want to do is I want to try this program again, and I'll show you what happens, and it's the limitation of cin as far as text goes. So now what I want to do is I want to type in Mr. Stardom. And then what we can see is it actually skips past this second one, and it really messes up my output. So it says, what is your name, Mr. Stardom? What is your favorite food? It skips past the question. Says your name is Mr. You like to eat stardom. So what happened here? This is how cin works with text is when we hit enter, it stores a word into cin. However, if we put multiple words, it treats the space as the end of the text. So if I do Mr. space stardom, what happens here is it stores Mr. in the name variable, and it reads that this is the end of the text, but the stardom is still in the input stream. So what happens is, what is your favorite food? Well, it takes a look in the input stream and says, oh, there's still the word stardom there. So I'm going to store that into food. So it doesn't actually wait for you to hit enter because there already is one in the input stream. So that's why it splits it up like this. So when we're using potentially multi-word inputs, we usually don't want to use cin. So there's a different line of command that will get us multi-word entry. So for this we use getLine, cin, comma, name. We still can use cin, but you have to make sure that it's only a single word is what you're going to be storing. So we'll do that up there, and then the same thing for food. So getLine, cin, comma, food. So the way this works is getLine is the function, cin is kind of the method that it's going to be reading in the words from this, and then name is the variable that it'll be storing it in. So if we run this again, we'll see what we get. Okay, what is your name? And this time I'm going to put it in full, Mr. Stardom. You'll see that it didn't skip past the food question. So if it ever skips past a question, that's often because you used cin instead of getLine. Now, what is your favorite food? I'm going to put in mashed potato. Okay, so now I get my full 2-word responses in both situations. Now, let's ask for the favorite number of the user. So, cout, what is your favorite number? Now, we can't use getLine to get a number. We have to use cin. So we've got cin number, and then we'll do cout, what is your favorite movie? Cin movie. Oh, sorry, I better use a getLine for this, because very likely that'll be a multi-word entry. Okay, so movie. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, we better put the outputs for this as well. Cout, you like the number and I'll keep this, you like the movie. Okay, so we have all of our displays. I'm going to run the program. We'll see what happens. What is your name? Mr. Stardom. What is your favorite food? Mashed potato. What is your favorite number? 42. Oh, and you'll see we had the same problem. But wait a second, what's happening here? There's no spaces like we had before, so there's still something going on here. So here's what happens is when it reads in the number, what you're typing in is I typed in the number 42, but then I hit enter, and enter is stored as \n. So this is technically what I typed in. So what happens is number gets the value of 42, but \n is left in the input stream. So there's still a \n there. So what happens here at the end is that when it gets down to this, it wants to read in the favorite movie. It notices that there's already a \n, so it's like somebody hit enter in the input stream, so it thinks that somebody already answered it and stores a blank string in movie. So what we've got to do is we still have to use cin, but we've got to find a way to clear out, to scrub out the input stream of all the leftover \n's that are left from every time that we hit enter. So what you've got to do here is you have to use this line of code. So it is cin.ignore, and then what we do is we put a number. So let's say I want to clear out a potential 100 \n's. So, and then \n is a single character. So we put single quotes \n. So what this is going to do is it cleans up to 100 \n characters from the input. So you could have had 100 cins preceding this line, and as long as we put this, it'll clean them all out. Every \n every time you hit enter. So what is your name? Mr. Stardom. What is your favorite food? Let's go with mashed potato. What is your favorite number? 42. And then what is your favorite movie? Let's say Spirited Away. Another multi-word. And then everything gets stored here properly. So make sure that when you're using input for getLine, you're using that for multiple words. And whenever you have a cin followed by a getLine, it'll have to get this ignore line mashed somewhere in the middle there.